Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Rich. All right, let's do this. Open that book, Rich. We are getting to the pinup and cover gallery now. I skipped ahead a tiny bit. There was definitely quite a bit of really good art behind this, but let's go. Covers and pinups. Looks like ink washes. Very, very nice. Really cool brush strokes in there. Okay, Swamp Thing cover. Some pretty iconic stuff in here. There were a couple of very, very large fold-outs in this book that I'm going to tag on to the final video. They're really hard. They need to be shot just kind of like on their own. To try to squeeze them into a one and done video is just going to be impossible. They're gigantic. It's really, really cool, like white dry brush going on there. Again, we're covering all this in the Render Like Wrightson, my brush inking videos. Oh, wow, that is great. How cool. Oh, man, that is nice. Pretty cool. You can actually kind of see how he builds up structure with that hand. Pretty telling of how he thinks about anatomy with those. Very, very cool, actually. I'm taking notes in my mind. Yeah. Wow. Man, that is great. Really, really nice pencil drawing. Okay, here we go. Ah, and the cover itself. Like I said, I don't look ahead. I have not seen any of this stuff in the book yet. So this is the first time I'm seeing it too. Wow, that is so cool. It's a nice shot on the girl's head. It's difficult to have a head facing up like that, although she's obviously upside down. But like an upshot of a face like that can be real tricky to make it look solid and not like kind of like weird. Yeah, really cool hands, man. His lighting on the arms is so cool. This one on the right in particular I really like. Man, that is great. I wonder, did Wrightson ever do a Walking Dead piece? That would have been pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below if you know. Are you binge watching these videos, by the way? I'm kind of curious, like, how are people like checking them out? Do you watch one at a time, or do you go back and watch them more than once? I watch them more than once because after I record them, I kind of go in and sort of double check what I've done, but then at the same time, it is a nice opportunity for me to actually look at the book again. So it's funny. I actually I get a lot out of these. It's kind of cool. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, and then we get to see the finished cover. This is great. Like I said, I'm not even really looking ahead. Like when I flip the page, again, that looks like brush inking to me. That could be a Croquill though. So they're fairly even lines. I'm going with Croquill on that stuff. Yeah. There's been some really great and informative comments too in the videos. So if you have questions or thoughts on Wrightson, definitely look at the replies, because a few people had some really good insight into the tools that he was using, not even just for this era, but his Frankenstein plates. And you know, I'm taking notes myself. Like I said, I mean, this is a conversation. Although I present the videos, you know, hearing back from you all, it makes it go full circle. I'm learning, you're learning, and we're all checking out this book for the first time together. This is cool. This is one of those like stacked pieces. Man alive. He really, like, man, the way he has the white on Swamp Thing, or if you want to look at it as the shading, looking at the line work, it's really, really cool. Boy. Really cool. It's funny. Like that guy in particular right here, he looks like Frazetta. It's pretty funny. It's like if you're influenced by Frazetta, Frazetta draws himself. So it like goes full circle. It's like you use little Frazetta isms, and you might even draw Frank. This is a great piece too. It's a crazy looking robot, very retro. Although I guess at the time it wasn't. I love the, like, see those like ellipses there in the background. I love the shadows that he puts in them. Gives it that really nice sense of depth. You know, and in a real kind of like three-dimensional sunk in look, which is really, really cool. I'm gonna sit down while I'm filming this. All right. Yeah, this is cool. This is fun. This is a fun part of the book. I knew it would be. Oh baby, look at that. Dang. Some really cool dry brush on the trees. Do you see that? I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a series of probably 5 to 6 videos where I actually will, I'm going to get better at the editing. My goal is to actually sort of show something that Wrightson's done, and I'm going to show you how he did it. It's going to be so cool. So stay tuned. You know, I'm learning as I'm doing this stuff. This is a significant leap for the channel. With what I'm attempting here with the new videos. But I love, oh my god, that is great. Wow. Okay, that is amazing. Oh boy. Wow. That is such a great piece. Oh man, the pencils. Wow. I'm blown away. I have to say, I'm speechless. That is great. It reminds me of like Kevin Nolan, definitely would just absolutely love this. And it's what I love about Kevin Nolan's work. It's this great grayscale. Obviously the background is still in pencil, but Nolan is great at doing very cartoony blacks, meaning that they're pretty cut and dry. It's like it's black like this is, and then he does this beautiful fine line work, and boy, wow, that is such a killer piece. Yeah, that is really nice. Whew. I've never seen that before either, so that was actually the first time I've even seen that drawing. This is really cool too. God, man, his lighting is just ridiculous. And again, he's great at clothes. You see it like look at like the sleeve, like the on her dress. It's really just nicely done. Man. You know, sell little notes and stuff like that. Yeah, and again, IDW, DC Comics, Scott Dunbier curates these books and just does a phenomenal job. I mean, it's really unbelievable. These are hands down my favorite books that come out now relating to comics. I mean, I can't wait to see what they have coming. So you can look in the description box below. I'll have links to IDW in the Artist Edition section. Wow, this is really cool. I just like cross my fingers, and I hope that people maybe get on board with this. It's like, would you want to see a Frankenstein book done this way, even if they couldn't get all the plates? I think they could fill it with enough Bernie Wrightson awesomeness, even if they could only get 20 or 30 of the Frankenstein plates. I would still get it. It could be a smaller book, you know, like smaller meaning like it's need to be, you know, 200 pages or 150 pages. I mean, oh man, it would just be so incredible. Look at this. And this is what I was saying. I said this in the first video. When I first saw Wrightson's stuff, what was so cool about it was not only that it was just really well drawn and had all this killer detail, but the subject matter was so different than what I was used to, which was coming up on mid-90s comics, which was, you know, very image-heavy, superhero hybrids, and, you know, there was some fringe stuff. I was definitely a huge fan of Mignola and Frank Miller and that kind of stuff. Kent Williams, Sienkiewicz. This is really cool. This is super duper Frazetta-ish, but man alive, who cares? So good. Man. It's just classic. It's just weird. You just don't see stuff like this drawn really that much anymore. But, you know, all things evolve. This is 1971, so it's like a long, long time ago. But man alive, See, I could show you how to ink something like this. I'm telling you, all this stuff is I'm your conduit. It'll be fun. Like I said, it's really cool because it's an opportunity for me to do experimenting that I wouldn't normally do for myself. I don't usually have the patience to break things down for myself, and yet I'll do it for someone else. It's very, very odd thing, but it's just kind of how I'm wired. I'm more akin to like just smashing my head against the wall a million times until I forgot how to do something. Then I'll give someone else very sound advice. It's my charm. Again, very cool clothes. He's great at like ripped fabric. Oh man, look at that. That's so crazy. All right, it's running long. We gotta roll, baby. We'll do like 4 more pages. I'll knock it out. This is so good though. This is like, you know what? This is your Friday night monster movie. I used to do a thing on the Wildstorm boards called Friday Night Monster Drawing. Every Friday night I would do a monster drawing and post it on the Gelato Medi blog. It was really fun. It was actually when I first started penciling, seriously. Maybe it's something I should resurrect. I could maybe live stream it or something. What do you guys think? That'd be cool. Friday night monster thing. What's great about monsters is you can, you know, you can draw something ugly. It's okay because it's a monster. This is interesting. I have no idea what this is for. It's okay. It's okay to admit when you don't know something. Oh man, this is cool. This looks a little earlier for him. Oh, 74. Interesting. Again, you never know how much time someone spent on something and what the circumstances were when they drew it. Still very, very nice. It just looked a little less detailed than some of the stuff he was moving towards. Like that piece from 71 actually had a little more detail. But then he may be actually, at this point, although it looks like a young Tarzan. Oh, Kong. Wow, interesting. Never seen these before. All right, we'll go. Oh, wow, that's cool. We'll go 2 more pages. Dude, I just didn't want this video to be so long. This book is gigantic. It's got to be like 160 pages or something. Oh, my God. Wow, this is great. I've never seen this. It's a double-page spread. We'll end on this, okay? And then, shoot, I apologize that this is going so many episodes, but, I mean, you know, worst case scenario, you don't watch it. Anybody that's gotten this far into this video probably is into these, so I don't need to apologize to you. You guys are the hardcore. But, you know, and I don't want to show every page from the book, but yeah, really cool. But, yeah, let's see. Since you guys, okay, yeah, we'll do these 2. This is a perfect one. We'll end on the one right to the opposite of this page. Man alive. I always loved like how people would do those reflections and like people's glasses on their face. I just thought that was really cool. Man alive. Holy cow, it's a lot of brush inking. Looks nice though. I love doing stuff like that. It's actually like kind of some of my favorite like brush thing is like that, like the feathering on the faces where it gets real sort of buttery smooth and just wispy, kind of dances around. Man, this is really cool. Okay, so this is the last one we'll do for right here. Very, very classic piece. I'll pull it on in a sec. Love that shadow from the light. Mignola did an H.P. Lovecraft cover that has a very similar sort of like bright and shadow in terms of like how the lamp was creating that nice sort of pyramid shape. But all right, let's see. Let's get in here. Get the detail. Man, what a great book. It's crazy to think that all this original art is out there and it's in like all these different people's hands. That's what Scott does. What Scott Dunbier does. He has to go and hunt all this stuff down and convince the people to scan it. It's probably, I mean, he should do a book on the stories about getting this stuff together, because he told me a couple when I went down to IDW last time, and it was really interesting. We were talking about the Will Eisner book, and I was very excited about it. I had seen Eisner's stuff, but seeing it big and in black and white was actually very, very inspiring to me. Oh, God, it's so cool. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely please do. And I will be back with one final video of this book. And yeah, we'll make it a good one. But this should be a very, very fun Friday night view for everyone. I think you'll enjoy this. Let's just take a little peek at what's on the next page, but we'll focus on it in the next video. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. I will talk to you on a bit. Bye.